What if I told you there's an estate where success goes to die? Not instantly, not violently, but slowly, carefully, like something is feeding on it. They call it Emerald Crest Estate, a gated community built for the wealthy. Modern duplexes, polished streets, high iron gates, and absolutely no prosperous person ever survives there, not financially, not physically, not mentally. And once you move in, you don't leave. Welcome to Unanswered Screams. 5 years ago, Emerald Crest was marketed as luxury living, exclusive, peaceful, elite. The first residents were successful business owners, tech entrepreneurs, politicians, and influencers. Within 2 years, almost every single one of them had lost everything. But here's the disturbing part. None of them moved out. Not one. To start off, some persons in the estate experienced terrible downturns, one of which was Kelvin. Kelvin was a respected real estate investor. Multiple properties, luxury cars, foreign partnerships. Emerald Crest felt like an upgrade. 3 months after moving in, his biggest deal collapsed mysteriously. 6 months later, foreign investors pulled out without explanation. Within a year, Kelvin began selling assets. But the strangest part? The day he arranged a moving truck to leave, he suddenly canceled it. He later said he had a strong feeling that staying would fix everything. It never did. Today, Kelvin still lives there. The confident investor now walks the estate late at night, whispering numbers under his breath. A serial fashion designer stacked with customers and potentials called Lucy also had similar downturn in the estate. Lucy owned a thriving fashion brand. Celebrities wore her designs. Her online store never slept. Emerald Crest was supposed to represent a rival. But shortly after moving in, her staff resigned, suppliers disappeared, customer reviews turned negative overnight. Each time Lucy planned to relocate, something hopeful appeared. A new investor, a viral opportunity, a sudden contract. Every single one failed. 3 years later, Lucy shut down her brand. Now she sells discounted clothes from her living room, inside Emerald Crest. And when asked why she doesn't leave, she says, "It feels safe here." Safe, but draining. There was another man in the estate called Anthony. Anthony was influential. Money flowed easily, connections everywhere. After moving into Emerald Crest, allegations surfaced. Old allies distanced themselves. Contracts were canceled. Bank accounts froze. He attempted to sell his house. Buyers backed out at the last minute. Every single time. One potential buyer claimed the estate security told him quietly, "People don't truly leave here." Today, Anthony barely steps outside. His wealth faded. His health followed. But he insists leaving would be a mistake. Every house in Emerald Crest shared the same story. Wealth declined gradually. Health weakened slowly. Motivation disappeared. And whenever someone tried to leave, something convinced them to stay. A new promise, a sudden hope, a delayed breakthrough. Then more loss. Until one family started paying attention. Goodluck and his family weren't the wealthiest in the estate, but they were observant and prayerful. Goodluck noticed something disturbing. Every time someone planned to leave, they suddenly received false hope. A new deal, a big opportunity, a turnaround contract. And once they believed it, they stayed. Then they declined even further. Goodluck's wife noticed something even stranger. Whenever they discussed leaving the estate outside the estate, at church, at restaurants, visiting relatives, they felt clarity. But once they returned home, confusion, doubt, fear. as if the walls were listening. Good Luck stopped discussing plans inside the house. They prepared quietly, sold assets secretly, signed a rental agreement elsewhere without telling neighbors. On moving day, everything went wrong. Their car refused to start. The moving truck canceled. Their child suddenly developed a fever. It felt like the estate was resisting them. For a moment, they considered postponing, just like everyone else had done before. But Good Luck refused. He fixed the car, called another truck, carried boxes himself. They left. As they drove past the estate gate, his wife said she felt something heavy lift off her chest. Within 1 year, Good Luck's contracts doubled. His wife's catering business flourished. Their child's constant sickness disappeared. Meanwhile, Emerald Crest remained the same. Beautiful, quiet, draining. The final question. New wealthy families still move in. They always say the same thing. This place feels peaceful. Until it doesn't. So tell me, if prosperity is energy, what happens when a place feeds on it? Would you move into a house that slowly eats your success? Or worse, are you already living in one? This has been Unanswered Screams, and some estates don't want you to prosper. They want you to stay.